Hello and welcome back to another video sponsored by Scrappiness.com. This Christmas tree die is definitely one of my favorites this holiday season. There's so many possibilities. Today I've used it to create a glittered Christmas tree with a couple different ombre effects. I'm going to start by adhering some of the 6x6 Scor-Tape sheets to a piece of cardstock. And then I've just used my Scrappiness Christmas tree die to cut that out. I'm just removing that release paper from the front, and then I'm going to sprinkle on some glitter. And I'm using 3 different colors of glitter. Now, I just got some of these Nouveau glitters and was excited to try them. I'm really impressed so far. It's a really fine glitter. The colors I'm using are, this one that I'm using now is Diamond, and then I'm also going to use 2 different shades of green. One is Green Meadow and then Olive Green. And I found the easiest way to do this was just to kind of pour some into the palm of my hand and then sprinkle it along those edges, and then I'm just kind of rubbing it into that Scor-Tape with my fingertip before I apply the next color. And I kind of wanted it to look like it was almost an ombre effect, or like there were snow-tipped branches on the tree. So I've gone ahead and used that second color, and then my darkest color is the olive green, and I'll go ahead and add that to the very top of these layers. And once I've added all of the glitter to these pieces, I'm going to go ahead and kind of rub them in with my finger. And then I go off camera and I've actually got a little paintbrush that I'm just kind of brushing off the excess glitter into a garbage can. As you can see there, it gives you a nice kind of an ombre effect with the green and then the snow-tipped edges, which I thought was nice. And then I will have another example of a different kind of ombre tree that I created, which I'll share at the end of this video. Now I'm going to use the Stitched Scalloped Rectangle dies by Gina Marie Designs to cut out this piece of vellum. And I'm using the largest die in that set. And now I'm going to use the Lawn Fawn Perfectly Plaid Christmas Pack. And I've just selected a diagonal plaid. And I've cut that just smaller than the scalloped piece. I've attached that to the plaid pattern paper using a little bit of ATG adhesive. And then I'll attach that to my red card base. Here I'm just adding a little bit of baker's twine. I'll just tape that on the back. And then I'll tie my bow separately, and this gives me the ability to move it around without committing to the placement of it. I absolutely love this Christmas tree die, and it's been a really popular one this year, so if you're thinking about getting it, you definitely want to order it soon. It does seem to sell out pretty fast, and I'm not sure if she'll be getting more in before Christmas or not. Now I'm just assembling the tree, and I've added a little bit of foam tape just to the bottom of each of those layers, and then I'll put an ATG adhesive to the top, and that gives it a little bit of added dimension. And then once I get all of my layers attached, then I can start working on my sentiment. Now I've talked about this stamp set before. It's the Avery L. Merriest stamp set, and it is wonderful. It not only has Christmas sentiments in it, but it's got Halloween, Thanksgiving, I believe it has anniversary, Easter, I can't remember what else. It's just a fabulous set to have on hand for all kinds of holidays and occasions. And I've just gone ahead and embossed this with some white embossing powder. And I am going to fussy cut the Mary, and I won't bore you with watching that. I've just cut around that to kind of give it that red border to make it pop against that background. And I'll go ahead and assemble this. I'm just going to apply the Mary flat to the card, and then the and bright will be up on some foam tape for a little bit of added dimension. I'll attach my bow here. Now I couldn't decide if I wanted to use these red sequins as ornaments or my Nuvo drops. I played around with the sequins for a bit and decided I wanted to try the Nuvo drops. So I'm going to add some ornaments on here and just kind of scatter those, make them some small, some big. I do have another tree that I'll show at the end of this video where I did end up using the red sequins, and I think it turned out really pretty as well. So I've really enjoyed working with these Nuvo drops. They're easy to work with. They come out, it's a nice consistency. You don't have that like little dollop that forms on the top sometimes. It's a nice kind of rounded dome shape. And there you go, there's my finished card. I'm going to go ahead and kind of shine some light on this so you can see how glittery and sparkly that glittered tree is. It's just gorgeous. I really love how it turned out. I'm going to go ahead and leave you with a few more pictures of some other cards that I created using this Christmas tree die. I've used the glitter to create some different kinds of ombre effects. The possibilities really are endless. As always, I've provided links to all of these products in the description box below. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.